This is the P-44 Panterra. It is a Tier 8 Italian tech tree auto-reloading medium, and it's an absolutely fantastic tank. In the latest update of the game, Wargaming buffed this vehicle. It not only got about 0.6 seconds shaved off its 3 shells, but it also got more mobility, and when you pair those things together, it allows this tank to be an absolute menace. This is the Progetto 46, and the Progetto has about 2,200 damage per minute. It's got pretty solid penetration. As we can see, Shell 2 and 3 have the exact same reloading time, and with a 2.5 second intro clip added on, it means you have about a 7.5 second reload for shell 2 and 3 to get back into your barrel. If we take a look at the Panterra, it's a bit of a different story. Panterra has a 3 second intro clip, and it has a 2.99 second reload. What that means is it only takes 6 seconds to reload shell 3. That is a 1.5 second reload difference. Shell 2 is a little bit longer, but it's still only about a second of a reload difference. So because of that, the Panterra almost doesn't lose DPM whether you shoot shell 3 or shell 1. And it's actually quite incredible in that regard, because you can just shoot the Panterra however you like, and you'll always have solid DPM. You'll always have shells coming into the barrel very quick, and you're always a dangerous vehicle because of that. And it's one of the major reasons why I actually like this in certain situations better than the Progetto 46. The other thing I like about this tank more than the Prog is the mobility. The Panterra is faster, and especially after the latest update buffing its power to weight again, it just allows the vehicle to actually use its mobility and feel quite nice. So I really like the Panterra because of that. It's just a fantastic tank to drive and mess around with. So here we are in our first game. And let's see what we can do. Up against us, we got a T-34-1. We got a... That's it, actually. They got a T-34-1. That doesn't mean their team is going to go towards heavy route, though. You always gotta pay attention to what's going on. So we are going to start this battle off by going to the Overlook. It looks like our M41D might be doing that as well. I guess we're going to find out. And no, never mind. I don't know where our M41D is going, to be honest. He's probably going to kill himself. Alright, well, we're going to head over here. And we're going to chill in this spot. Bro, there's no way he's capping the base. No. Alright, well, we got the VK at least. There's 1 shell into the VK. And 2 shells into the VK. And... okay, well... unfortunate. We lost 500 health for that. We did get a lot of damage out. But we did lose 500 health for that, which is obviously not an amazing trade. But we are still bleeding the VK. The Chieftain is distracted. So... at least we are, we're doing that. Alright, we're going to reload here. I'm going to wait in this position for now. Obviously, that VK is not all too happy with me. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to aim it on the VK if he pokes again. There we go. 1 shell into his vehicle, and 2 shells into his tank. Alright, that's pretty good. Got the Chieftain over towards our side. Chieftain is obviously a threat. We're going to get a shell into his track wheel once, and 2 shells into his vehicle. So just right there, you can see where this auto-reloading gun is amazing, because we're absolutely dunking this Chieftain. And now the M41D is going to run back in. And hopefully he's going to distract the Chieftain enough that we can get some damage out. So here's 1 shell into his vehicle, and we've got 2 shells into his tank, and we've got 3 shells into his tank. I mean... that's so much damage you can just dump in this tank. It's actually incredible. And then we finish off the enemy Chieftain. Now, they still have 3 dangerous tanks. They've got a WZ-111, Skoda T-45, and Chisei, meaning the vehicle that's not spotted is the Jagdtiger 8.8, and oh boy, that is not what I want. In fact, that is quite the opposite of what I want. However, the Jagdtiger has put himself in a rather compromised position where our team is able to get some bleeds out into him. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. I really, really want to just drive up and get some damage into the Jagdtiger. Let's get 1 and possibly 2. There you go. Nice. That's 2 shells into his vehicle. Brings him down quite low. And with our teammate shooting him, he's actually really low now. There's the Skoda. There's 1 shell into his tank and 2 shells into his tank. Nice. We can see the WZ is trying to focus us here. WZ shoots, and we're going to aim it on his tank. There you go. Nice 213 damage shell. Just like that. That player's a 1-shot. However, our team is not doing the best. I will definitely admit that right now. They are actually doing quite poor. Let's see. That WZ is not looking at me, which means we are going to roll around the corner, finish him off. Not sure why that player made that maneuver, to be honest. That was a really bad play from that player. So we got the Skoda, we got the Chisei. They're quite healthy, so I do have to be cautious still. Where's my other teammate? Oh boy. Let's see if that enemy Skoda plays wide over here. It might go low, which means I can't do much about that. Where's my other teammate? Oh, it's a Super Hellcat. Okay. Alright. Well, at this time... Actually, I don't really care if they see I go through the base. I was going to go wide, but I think it's a lot smarter if I just go through the base. Let's do that. The guy's got no camo anyway, so it's not like he's the biggest threat ever. Alright, here we go. And there's one shell into the Skoda T-45. Chisei tries shooting me. We got a shell into him. Got 2 shells into him. That's 545 HP taken off of his tank. And then we reload. And this is where, again, being an auto-reloader is amazing. If this Chisei rushes me, we will have our full clip loaded. And I will actually be able to beat him in this situation. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Oh, bounce 1 shell, but that's fine. I like how this Chisei's too scared to fight me. I'm just going to go over, honestly. I'm not really too worried. There you go. 1 pen into his tank. 2 pens into his vehicle. And there you go. That's a victory. So we had to put in quite a bit of effort to win this game. But we did 4,750 damage. And we arrived with a victory. I mean, this is kind of how the new MM is. If you're not dealing like 4 to 5k in certain battles, you're just not winning. But thankfully, we were able to take advantage of our opponents. We were able to get a win out. And... that's where the Panterra feels amazing. It's such a nice gun. It's accurate, it's got good DPM, it's got solid penetration, and that allowed us to absolutely just farm and carry that game. So let's do one more battle, see if the Panterra can keep going well. Here we are in game number 2. Up against us, we have a P-44 Panterra, we have a T-44, and a T-34-1. But we got some decent tanks. We got a Dracula and a Barask. So hopefully our team does all right. And we've been able to get some bleeds out. I personally don't like to go wide on this map. I usually like to get into this bush right here. Because our tank's actually super mobile, if anybody decides to cross, we should be able to get some bleeds out. I don't like poking that bush there, though, because people do have enough gun depression to work it and will spot you through it. Okay, so we got the T-44 detected. At this point, I'm going to move up. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I think we should be able to get away with it. I'm going to go wide. Oh, there you go. We got the 34-1 over here. Okay, we got the T-44 in front. All right, we got 1 shell. T-44 does pen me. However, we got 2 shells back into him, and we don't get the 3rd out. Thought he was going to over-angle, but that's not what I like to see. That's... Okay, well, we have support here, but man, do I hate fighting SMVs. Just such an impossible tank to fight while haul down. All right, he shot. We're going to aim it on the... Nope, we actually can't aim it on the Panterra. We don't have the gun depression for it right now. Okay, well, with the way the current game's going, we're going to lose on base cap. That's not even a joke. We're probably going to lose this on base cap if we don't maneuver fast enough. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to get up top here, get 1 shell into the Panterra, 2 shells into the Panterra, and we wait. Hopefully our... Okay, good. At least our team's in the base cap right now. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get some damage out. There you go. 1 shell into you. And there you go. HE into the enemy Panterra. Alright. Well, base cap is a problem, and it would be great if our team maneuvered. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm part of it as well. Let's see. There's the Skoda. I'm going to maneuver on up. Unfortunately, that doesn't hit. Come on, Barask. Just get into the... Thank you. I don't know why... Our Barask didn't get in there sooner. Alright, we're good. We're good. A little bit of a sussler game, but there's 1 shell into the enemy Skoda, and 2 into the Skoda. He gets lit on fire. Get 3 and finish him off. Okay. It's kind of crazy how we almost lost to base cap. My brain actually doesn't know what to say there. But now you can see this is where the single shot DPM on this tank feels great, because we can literally use this tank as a single shot vehicle. So we get some shells into the Nameless. We're getting some good DPM out. And all that's left is the Smasher, a level 50 Smasher camping at base A. Not surprised, to be honest, but yeah, he's definitely all the way over here. So we're going to head right over to this position, and we're going to see if we can get some damage out. Yep, who would have guessed that? Oh, me. Alright, let's push on up. So, as we can see, the Panterra is just a fantastic vehicle in almost every regard. It's got really good DPM. Ooh, and we almost died. Alright, well, there you go. Nice shell into you, and we weren't able to finish him off, but oh well. I think 2,400 damage, and a win is more than enough, especially with 1,170 assistance. Combine all that together, we got about 3,500 combined. So, yeah, Panterra, absolutely fantastic. That was a really tricky game, though. I mean, we had to deal with the tanks on the medium flank, and it wasn't going to be a problem dealing with them because they had their heavies capping the base, but it was absolutely painful to have to deal with the medium flank and then make our way over to heavy with literally 5 seconds to spare. So I'm not going to get too mad. It's a win. I really like the Panterra. I think it's amazing, and I would highly recommend for anybody that hasn't ground down to get the Progetto to mess around with this tank. The standard B is amazing as well, so the whole line's great. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.